Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and you're watching today's legal news, where we apprise you with the recent important legal developments across the nation. Let's take a look at the headlines. Supreme Court directs Bihar government to halt unlawful constructions along Ganga River in Patna. Supreme Court deems illegal the limited duration bail upon concluding accused entitled to bail pending trial. Supreme Court set to examine the validity of Section 6A of Citizenship Act on December 5th. NFRA has retrospective jurisdiction in cases of misconduct by chartered accountants, holds NCLAT. Surge in cybercrime cases across India, reveals NCRB Report. Now the headlines in detail. In a significant development, the Supreme Court of India has issued directions to the Bihar government for halting any ongoing construction activities adjacent to the Ganga River, especially in and around the capital city of Patna. A bench of Justice Aniruddha Bose and Justice Augustine George Massey have mandated the state government to file an affidavit outlining the steps taken by it for the removal of illegal structures raised on the floodplains of the Ganga River in Patna. The top court's direction comes during the hearing of a plea filed against the order of the National Green Tribunal dated June 30, 2020, which dismissed the petition concerning illegal constructions and permanent encroachments on the ecologically fragile floodplains. The plea alleges that the tribunal overlooked the detailed particulars of violators encroaching upon the Ganga floodplains in Patna, the adverse effects of illegal constructions contributing to significant waste, noise and sewage, and risk to lives and properties of persons who face annual flooding was further highlighted in the petition. The state government has reportedly identified 213 unauthorized constructions adjacent to the Ganga River. The top court has instructed the Chief Secretary of Bihar to submit an affidavit stating the progress of removing encroachments. The Supreme Court has ruled that granting bail for a limited duration when a court concluded that an accused is entitled to be enlarged on bail pending trial is deemed illegal and infringes upon the right to liberty protected under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. The court made the observation while hearing a plea filed by a person accused and facing prosecution under the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act of 1985. A bench comprising Justice Abhay S. Oka and Justice Pankaj Mithal presided over the case and addressed the plea, challenging an order passed by the Odisha High Court on November 29 this year. The top court noted that the High Court judge had determined the petitioner's right to bail pending the trial, however granted him bail for a limited period of 45 days only. The court expressed displeasure over the High Court's order, stating that the prolonged incarceration with no prospect of conclusion of the trial warranted grant of bail. However, limiting the duration of bail after reaching the conclusion and recognizing the entitlement of the accused to be granted bail was inconsistent with the principles of justice. The Apex Court further highlighted that it was not the first instance where the Odisha High Court has made such an order. The court noted that it was the fifth or sixth order where, despite acknowledging the accused's right to bail, the High Court opted for an interim or a short-term bail. The bench declared the orders passed by the High Court illegal and directed that the accused be granted bail until the case has been finally disposed of. The Supreme Court is scheduled to commence hearings on December 5th of a case concerning the constitutional validity of Section 6A of the Citizenship Act, specifically focusing on the issue of illegal immigrants in the state of Assam. Section 6A, which was introduced as a special provision arising from the Assam Accord, a historic agreement signed in 1985 between the Union government and the leaders of the Assam movement. The accord aimed to identify and deport foreigners who migrated to Assam, particularly from specified territories including Bangladesh. Under Section 6A, persons arriving in Assam between January 1, 1966 to March 25, 1971 are required to register for citizenship under Section 18 of the Citizenship Act. This establishes March 25, 1971 as the cutoff date for the grant of citizenship to Bangladeshi migrants in Assam. A 5-judge constitution bench headed by the Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and also comprising Justice Suryakant, Justice M.M. Sundaresh, Justice J.B. Pardiwala and Justice Manoj Mishra is slated to take up the matter for hearing tomorrow. The matter was referred to the Constitution Bench in 2014 by a 2-judge bench after several petitions were filed including one from a Guwahati-based NGO, that asserted Section 6A is arbitrary, discriminatory, and unconstitutional, claiming it provides different dates for regularizing illegal immigrants in Assam. The National Company Law Appellate Tribunal has delivered a landmark decision affirming the retrospective jurisdiction of the National Financial Reporting Authority in cases of misconduct by chartered accountants. NCLAT upheld the penalties imposed by the NFRA on auditors associated with Diwan Housing Finance Corporation Limited in its 156-page long order. The NFRA issued fines of Rs 1 lakh on 18 DHFL auditors in April 2023, barring 14 for 6 months to a year, on the ground of misconduct in branch audits. The watchdog's jurisdiction was, however, challenged, citing its formation on October 10, 2018. The NCLAT two-member bench dismissed the primary contention of the appellants and ruled in favor of NFRA, stating that it has a clear and required retrospective jurisdiction over the alleged offences by delinquent CAs for a period even before its formation. The bench looked to Section 132, subsection 4 of the Companies Act of 2013 as the basis for auditors' debarment and asserted that such action can be taken retrospectively. The NCLAT further emphasized on the importance of NFRA in the light of proven financial scandals, the need to restore public and investor confidence, and the prevention of adverse impacts on the Indian economy. The DHFL is allegedly the biggest case of bank fraud ever registered by the Central Bureau of Investigation, with over 34,000 crores of funds siphoned off. The National Crime Records Bureau, governed by the Ministry of Home Affairs, has released the 70th edition of its annual crime report, which highlights the exhaustive statistics of crimes in India in the year 2022. According to the report, cyber crimes have had a significant increase of 24.4% in the previous year. Registration of cybercrime cases saw a sharp increase, both in states as well as 19 metropolitan cities across the country. A total of 65,893 cases were registered in 2022, compared to 52,974 cases in the previous year. The report sheds light on the motives behind these cybercrimes, revealing that a significant 64.8% were committed for fraudulent purposes, followed by extortion at 5.5% and sexual exploitation at 5.2%. Bengaluru emerged as the city with the highest number of cybercrime cases among the metro cities, with 9,940 cases, followed by Mumbai with 4,724 cases, and Hyderabad with 4,436 cases. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum, and subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.